Yeah, yeah, it's your boy Kelvin boy again. Let me kill it. Smart boy. What's the day? Another. Wow, yeah. I know be Mr. Audio.
Hello lovely viewers, you're welcome to the campus celebrity interview with me, your host, Ms. Debbie Opokusafo. Today I'm sat here with the SLC president of the Koforidua Technical University inside Casa Bar and Grill, opposite Bedtime Hotel in Koforidua. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome once again. How are you doing, please?
Very fine at this hour.
So, can you please tell me about yourself?
Okay, I am Raphael, Kobla, Elorm, Dzivenu, a firstborn of among 6 younger ones of mine, born in the Greater Accra region, Tema specifically. Grew up in the suburb of Community 9 and Community 5. Attended Community 5 Basic Junior High. Attended Our Lady of Mercy Senior High. And then now in the Koforidua Technical University. Basically a Christian, a staunch one of that, and currently studying procurement and supply science. Thank you.
Right. Any positions held in the high school?
Okay, in the high school, I was the organizer for the debate club in Our Lady of Mercy Senior High. I was also the class representative for 2 years, and also just to mention a few.
Right. Did you do any works after school? Sorry.
Okay, when it comes to works, basically it was some kind of a personal work because my grandmom owns a gas filling station, and she is a businesswoman of that sort. So after senior high school, I had to stay back home for a while to support her in the running of the gas filling station as well as a water depot. So I had to do that little managing of the gas filling station.
Okay, so do you stay with your grandma or you stay with your parents?
Currently, my life, I've currently not been with my parents. I grew up with my godmother, let me say, and then I moved to stay with my grandmom. Then currently I'm with my dad, whereby my grandmom is also close, so we are all in the same place.
Are your parents separated or still together?
Okay, my parents right from birth haven't been together.
Okay.
So I basically didn't stay with my mom, but then I'm with my dad's family.
Alright, so I can say you're a daddy's boy, isn't it?
No, basically, we can say that I'm a granny's boy because I stayed much with my granny among all my parents.
Alright. What's your dad's name?
My dad's name is Mr. Francis Dzivenu.
And your mom's?
My mom is Veronica Afiovi Amenuvenu.
So yeah, 100% number 9.
Exactly.
I've heard your father is very rich.
Well, basically, not very rich, I may say. Well, we're okay. We're okay, but then, as Oliver Twist will say, always asks for more.
What's his occupation? What does he do?
Okay, my dad is basically an engineer, and he works at the Tema Oil Refinery.
Okay, what does mommy also do?
Mommy is actually a business and an entrepreneur woman. She does foodstuffs and then cereals in the market and delivery as well.
Nice. And I heard your family doesn't like politics. So how did they take your idea of entering into politics?
Okay, basically when we talk about politics in my family nuclearly, you will not see them engaging themselves in political activity. Everyone is minding his or her own business just to see to it that the family moves on very well. But then externally, we have various indigenous individuals who are into politics. So basically, my family, let me say, my dad, I didn't inform about this position that I was going for. So I actually told my uncle, who is a reverend minister, who actually encouraged me that it shouldn't be basically politics, but then it should be an opportunity for me to serve and build upon myself, which would help me in the future one day. So it was actually not basically political. So my family nuclearly don't really do politics, but externally we have various individuals. One name I can mention as Dana Abudabi, who is related to my father's family.
So from what you're saying, does your dad still know you're into politics, or he's still outside the box?
Well, my dad knows that I am actually into this activity.
So you finally told him?
Yes, he found out on the social media.
Oh.
And he questioned me. But his view was that I should be careful that I do not lose my focus for which I am in school.
Alright.
Because basically our aim for being in school is to learn, acquire knowledge, and then make it better in the future.
Alright, so what influenced you to go into student politics?
Okay, basically the influence was a passion to serve and a passion to lead. Okay, coming into Koforidua Technical University, it was an opportunity that came my way, and then I had to grab it, in the sense that we all came into an environment where we did not know what to do. When you get to a place where you do not know, you get a little bit confused. But then when you are able to find your way out, you have a headway. So as part of the growing process in the university, I was encountered by various lecturers, and due to the way of my inquisitiveness and my hard work activities, I was actually advised to take up certain positions in the university. So it was actually some advice from some few lecturers which made me step up the ladder into this campus politics.
So why the SLC president and no other position?
SLC president, wow. Okay, it didn't begin just as the SLC president. It started from the grassroots. That was basically being a class rep for my class, the PS class, the 2016-2017 academic year batch. Then later I had to develop into the departmental vice president, which is the whole PSS, that is the Procurement and Supply Science Department, the vice presidentship. And then that gave me a ticket. Automatically, when you look at the trends in the university, most people who have become or successfully ascended the position of the SRC president started from those positions. So it gave me the idea on how to also climb up the ladder in the university. So that was what encouraged me and made me also go for the SRC president, because I saw it as actually a vision and then an enthusiasm to serve. So that pushed me basically.
Okay, a vision and enthusiasm to serve. Alright, thank you, Mr. President. So my lovely viewers, we pause here for a commercial break. We'll be right back with more. Stay tuned.
Yeah.
Alright, thank you for staying tuned. This is still the campus celebrity interview with me, Miss Debbie Akosia Kwachua Opoku. And I have here with me today the SLC president for the Koforidua Technical University inside Kasaba and Grill, opposite Bedtime Hotel in Koforidua. Alright, so Mr. President, moving on. I've heard your students say you've done nothing since you assumed office. How true is it?
Well, when it comes to comments from or views from students, it's always basically the opposite. That is because most people or most students want to see physical properties. They want to see physical things that you have done. But some of them do not understand that there are things that are done internally, which are probably like policies that have been put in place to see to it that there's a smooth running of the school's activities. So basically, if they might say that they've not seen anything or they say that we haven't done anything, I might say it's false. They are to rather come to our offices, visit us, interact with us, and understand what we basically have been able to do. And exactly, I might say that they are not wrong too, because we have not put up buildings or structures for them to see that we are doing something. But then we are basically working towards the interest of the student.
Right, so what are some of your achievements so far?
Well, to talk of achievement, basically the first which I can boast of is the first ever situation to hit KTU, that is with the registration issue. Over the years, registration has been so vacuum to the extent that students have the liberty to register at any point in time. But then it has been done to the university's council that due to those lapses, it has caused malfeasance in some aspects of the school's running. For example, delay in graduation, having the exact number of students we have on campus, and many others. But then within our regime, we've been able to ensure that timelines have been observed. We've been able to ensure that students have been able to register with students basically with financial challenges. We've assisted them to register, and then when they get their finances, they will be able to pay back in order for them to have a wonderful and a smooth learning environment. That's basically the first one. The second one is also with respect to their security. Coming into the university, there have been issues concerning petty criminals and then attacks during late hours in the community. But then with interactions with the Ghana Police Service, the Eastern Command, they've been able to institute a patrol team around the evenings where you can see that the police continuously have been patrolling the environment to ensure the safety, whereby there has been less news of theft, of attacking of students and many others. So the students have had a smooth environment for the past few months that we have taken over. Secondly, with the help of our executives, ensuring that the school's washrooms have been taken care of. Over the years, we've seen that there have been breakdowns in the washroom, toilet seats and flashing knobs and all of those stuff in the washrooms. But in various having various talks with the university management, they've been able to put all of those things in place. Students' issues with lighting system. Formerly, the fields where the students go to have fun and pray as well were with no light. But then it was one of our vision to ensure that we bring light on the school field. But unfortunately for us, there was one congress, an event that was organized on our campus, and it brought those good things to our campus. We had to also facilitate and talk with some of the authorities to ensure that those lights that they brought on board were not taken away, but rather were left for the consumption of the students. And then to talk about some in addition, that is with respect to classroom chairs. Over the years, there have been some chairs that were in some classrooms which used to disturb the student a lot, used to even tear their trousers and then clothes on them. So it gave the student not much comfort in learning and all of those stuff. But then with interactions with management, gradually they are changing the chairs for the students. So there are feasible things that can be seen. Also, when it comes to the summer huts and the lovers bench environment where students relax and rest, every time there has to be renovations and all of those, they have to be breaking down. But then we've taken up measures to see to it that it is being properly renovated to ensure that it lasts for quite a period, so that the SRC will not be using funds all over and all over and all over again. It's still in process. And also with the SRC Business Center, over the years it hasn't been stable with running, but then currently we've been able to acquire a collaboration with some other organization to see to its smooth running. So for a particular period of years, we are sure that there will be smooth running of the business center without breakages to serve our students' interest. That could be few of some of the things that we have done basically.
Alright, so you think it's our achievements you can really boast of?
Well, at least there are things that we've been able to see to that they have been put in place. Not to boast of, but at least we didn't just come into the position to just relax and rest or flex our muscles. But rather we took upon ourselves the interest, the welfare, the security and the well-being of our students, and always speaking on their behalf as the constitutional mandate receives.
Right. So I heard some of your executives have been impeached. What did you do as president, and why did you watch them being impeached?
Well, when it comes to matters of impeachment, my administration sought to aid that accountability and transparency and the protection of the students' pets will be basically monitored and then practiced. So upon various activities that the students' funds were used for, there were committees set that after every program or every activity has taken on, they have to be evaluated to see how best they did, how they were able to manage funds, and how they were able to regulate what they have been given at this level. So, unfortunately, there were some of the things that I knew nothing about. It was as a result of the committee's report and their investigations that brought out all of those matters. So, as a leader who wants to see to it that the right thing is done, who wants to see to it that accountability and the student purse are protected, well, I had to let the various committees or the various offices that would have to work maximally to achieve the betterment of the SRC take up their work to do. I did not interfere basically in their works, but actually supported them in achieving their work success. So automatically the impeachment will not concern me much. It was actually a decision that was taken by the General Assembly of the SRC. So as the decision was taken, there was nothing I could do basically about it, because the way that matters came about, we were able to identify some malfeasance and disembezzlement of funds. There was nothing we could hide. Yeah, so we had to let the law take its course.
Alright, so you think it was right for them to be impeached?
Well, I think that what was done in its due course.
So moving on, Mr. President, who is Doreen?
Okay, Doreen is a very good friend, a very close friend of mine, who basically from the first time that I stepped on campus, she has been a friend that I actually started. She has been a friend that she has just been a friend, a very good friend, a very close friend of mine.
Alright, so lovely viewers, we are going for a commercial break, and when we return, we'll find out more on who Doreen is.
Lie, yeah.
Okay, so welcome back, lovely viewers. We're still here on the campus celebrity interview with me, your host, Miss Debbie Opokusafo, inside Casa Bar and Grill. I have with me here today the SLC president of the Koforidua Technical University. So, Mr. President, moving on, who is Doreen?
As I said early on, Doreen is a very good friend of mine who I met on campus, basically. We have been friends quite a number of years that we have spent on campus.
With no strings attached?
No.
No strings attached?
No strings.
Alright. So do you have a girlfriend?
No.
I'm not in a relationship?
No, I'm not.
So you are ready to mingle?
Oh, not now.
Not now, when?
Yes. Basically, when I am prepared.
Alright. So, have you heard students say you're a bad boy?
I've not heard, basically.
You haven't. So, are you a bad boy?
Well, no matter who you are, there might be a little bit of badness about you that people may know that you may not know. So I can't say I'm a good boy, I can't say I'm a bad boy. But then I don't think I'm a bad boy. Yeah, because I think I don't do what bad boys do.
Alright, so people say you're a church person. Which church do you fellowship with?
On campus, I fellowship with Assemblies of God Campus Ministry.
Assemblies of God. Alright, so a bird passing by or a bird flying its way whispered something to me. What relations do you have with the Chief Justice of Sunyani Technical University?
The Chief Justice of Sunyani Technical University. Relations. I believe it's just normal. Interesting. The Chief Justice of Sunyani Technical University. She's just a friend.
Mr. President, are you sure?
Oh yes.
Before man and God.
She's just a friend.
Are you sure?
Oh yes. Well, basically, I think we met at the recent congress that we went to in August. That is the Junut's Congress. That's the Ghana National Union of Technical Students Congress at Tamale. So that was the first time I saw her. I believe as students we have to interact and then build up connections, no matter where or wherever we find ourselves. So she's somebody that I actually decided to make friends with, and I think we've been good friends over
good friends.
Yes, over the years that we've known ourselves.
Over the years, you made mention you met her in August, and you are now saying over the years. So how long have you known the Chief Justice of Sunyani?
I've known her from August 2018.
But then you just made mention over the years, and it's not even a year yet.
Okay, I think pardon me for my language.
Right. So you fellowship with the Assemblies of God Church on campus?
Yes.
And at home too?
No. At home, I fellowship with my uncle who has a church. That is the Power Gospel Family Chapel.
Alright. So how are you able to blend the work of God with politics?
Well, I believe that they are all work. Okay, it's just about how you manage your time and about what you have to do at what time. If it is time for me to work at the church, I go to work at the church. I believe most of them do not crash, let me say, or most of them do not meet. Basically, during the times where you will be having church activities, SRC work will not be going on. But then if political or SRC work is going on, it depends on the quantum of work that I am to attend to. That is why even in the SRC work, there are people that if I am not there, they can work as well. And also when it comes to the church work, there are people that if I am not there, they can work. So it's just a matter of delegating. But in a situation where it will need me at the same time, I would see delegation for that.
Alright, so again, your students say you easily get angry. How true is it?
When it comes to anger, everybody has a little bit of anger in him or her. I will say that anger will come as a result of when the issue at hand triggers it. Okay, I might say that when you see me angry, then it's not that I'm angry, but then it's just that I want to ensure that what must be done is done well. Because sometimes you would wish that something will be done this way, but then it will be done the other way. So in order for you to ensure that the right thing is done, you have to exhibit a little bit of that angry-ish character. So basically, maybe that is what the students see and they say that I get angry easily. But when it comes to anger, no, I don't get angry.
Alright, so I can say if you are not pushed, you won't bounce back.
Exactly.
But if you are pushed, you will bounce back. Right, so okay, moving on. Your favorite dish, Mr. President?
My favorite dish is I'm versatile. I like eating everything. Only if I've eaten that thing before. But then my one dish that I will not pass by, no matter what, is or has a local name, which I call Bobby Jenkle. Yeah, it's made with flour and dry fish.
So, can you prepare your favorite dish?
Yes, I can.
And what other foods can you prepare? Can you cook in general?
Yes, I love cooking. That is because I was brought up in a home where if there's nobody in the house, you have to cook and eat. You will not be allowed to buy food outside or buy the roadside. You would have to basically cook. Yeah, so basically home cooking etiquettes, I've learned all of those stuff. So when it comes to cooking, I'm good at it. I'll one day invite you home to cook.
I'll be looking forward to on your damn invitation. Alright, so I've heard again that you've been nominated for an award. Tell me about it.
Well, the nomination of the award is the Eastern Tertiary Awards. I was told that there are nominations where or categories where the outstanding SRC presidents are fixed. So looking through the Eastern region, we have a university which is one of the most outstanding universities. So which I am the SRC president for that matter, of which nomination has located me.
So you're saying your university or your school is the outstanding technical university in the country. Is that what you're saying?
Well, it's one of the best technical universities you can get as a result of the technological inventions and things that we've brought out and the number of intellectuals that we've been able to produce over the years.
So what do you think the masses should do to support you for this award?
Well, I think the support comes in voting. They have some codes to which you would vote through. So I would just encourage viewers and the students all around to look out for their codes and then vote for us.
I think the codes are out, isn't it?
Yes.
So you can tell our lovely viewers your code, or you don't know your code yet?
Well, it's still in the process. For the codes for my category isn't out yet.
Alright, so your final words to my lovely viewers.
Well, I'll say that lovely viewers should continue to patronize and watch this program. It will actually encourage them on how some of us have been able to reach these levels. It hasn't been easy though, but then a little of this would encourage you to be able to achieve what or views or aims that you wish to achieve. I would also encourage them to subscribe to KAMPUSSTYLE as they push across this wonderful interview and shows for the view of the world and public as well. I would also want to thank my designer, or is Kobla Clothing, for this wonderful outfit.
Alright, Mr. President, thank you, and it was nice honoring my invitation and having you on my show. Lovely viewers, this is the Campus Celebrity Interview with me, Ms. Debbie Opokusafo, powered by KAMPUSSTYLE, and the venue for today's interview is Kasaba and Grill, opposite Bedtime Hotel inside Koforidua, and my lovely makeover is by Palazzo Makeovers, opposite Kingdom FM inside Koforidua. See you next time.